Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the Medina Township Trustees regular meeting. The time is 7 o'clock. The date is September 25th, 2025. Thank you. Roll call.
Mr. Johnson?
Here.
Mr. Eastwood?
Here.
Mr. Spencer?
Here.
All right, please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Take a moment of silence to think about our first responders, both here and abroad. Welcome, everyone. Couple house rules. Please check your phones, your watches, anything else that might chime or go off during the meeting. We are recording the meeting, so any distractions will help with our staff getting the minutes written up correctly. We do have a public comment. If you do want to have a public comment, please sign in sheet. We keep public comments to 2 minutes. Also, please keep speaking during the meeting down to the minimum because we do have recording devices around and it does interfere with the minutes of the meeting. So with that, I would like to start. First thing on our agenda is approval of previous meeting minutes. I'd like to make a motion to approve the following Board of Trustee meeting minutes. The date was September 11th, 2025. It was a regular trustee meeting. In attendance were Trustees Johnson, Eastwood, and Christopher.
Second.
All right. Any questions or comments on this one? All right. Roll call, please.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
So next on the agenda is the site plans. So I'm going to call you up. So if you are here for one of these, you can come up, please state your name, and also probably give us a little bit of information on what the packets are. So the first one that we have tonight is D-Bats with Medina. They're located at 2789 Medina Road. See the baseball players here.
Paul Brilla, 2755 Medina Road.
So anything different, new, or anything going on with this one? I know they had they were asking a variance for that. Did you guys?
We got it straight away.
All right.
New baseball, softball academy coming into the Plaza 7. Now it'll be full.
And do you have an idea when you're gonna be putting that up?
They're thinking first of the year maybe.
Oh,
By opening.
well, I appreciate you coming here for them. You guys got any questions for me?
Just to reiterate that's gonna occupy quite a few of those empty units on the north side of that whole complex, correct?
It's actually just taking over Amazon.
Actually, no, it took the extra one beside it and one
Oh,
next
they
to they're taking the remainder here.
Oh, good. That helps that a
I
lot.
think there's one little sliver of office space
Plus
there.
they have, plus if you put the pickleball court in there, that's really revitalize that whole thing.
Yeah, I'm sure there's room. I was in there today, there's lots of room.
Except for that little company in the corner. All right. I know. Well, congratulations. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks.
So I would like to make a motion to accept the recommendation of the zoning commission to deny the wall sign for D-Bats Medina at 2789 Medina Road as presented, as it does not meet the wall requirement sign under section 605.1, one of one of the Medina Township zoning resolution.
Second.
It was approved, you said denied, right?
So, yeah, that's why I'm, is this correct? What's the word?
No, that is correct. They double filed and they went to the Board of Appeals, and the Board of
the first one.
Appeals granted
Yeah,
them.
that's what I, that's what.
Okay,
Then I was there next day for the other one.
It'll show up.
Alright. So with that being said, can I get a roll call?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Okay. Now what do I do with that one, since that one's, there's nothing else for him to be approved then, right? Because
No,
of the
no,
zoning,
no,
zoning,
no.
yeah, so the BZA takes care of all that.
He already went there and.
Yeah.
Alright, so, thank you for coming here so I can deny you.
That already happened, I'm here for the approval too.
Alright, so,
Thanks very much.
well, I got Medina Dental,
Yeah,
Me
so
too.
that, he's up for that
yep,
too.
so if you wanna just stay up here. What do you wanna talk about with Medina Dental?
4087 Medina Road, it's the old Geishauser building back there, the dentist, probably changes, new tenant. I think he's getting ready to retire and move to the new dentist.
These poor side guys gotta come here and stand in front of us, never.
All the time.
Alright, so with that, I would like to make a motion to accept the recommendation of the zoning commission to approve the pylon panel for Medina Dental at 4087 Medina Road, not to exceed 6.25 square feet as presented. Alright. Roll call.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Alright. Anything with vicious biscuits?
No, but you have my approval for DBATs up there next? So I can just-
It's in there somewhere.
So, wait a
No.
minute.
Those are, unless you're buried on me.
No, so the, you already got approved from the BZA,
Okay, so I'm just
so
gonna-
you're,
Yeah, that's
oh, whoa. We're good.
He wanted to get approved again. He wanted to, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't always win, I'm glad I won.
Alright,
Thanks.
thank you. Alright, vicious biscuit. Anybody here from vicious biscuit?
Emily Fausto with the Gershbacher Real Estate Group, on behalf of the buyer and seller. We have applied through BCA for a change of use at 4136 Pearl Road, where the Fiesta Jalapenos building is.
So like the old Fiesta Jalapeno?
The old Fiesta Jalapenos, correct?
Alright.
Yes. So Vicious Biscuit is out of Charleston, South Carolina. Breakfast, lunch, brunch, only open from 7 to 2:30, and they're hoping to open in Q1 of 2026.
Sounds great, I appreciate you talking about that. So then, I would like to make a motion to accept the recommendation of the zoning commission to approve the change of use for Vicious Biscuit at 4136 Pearl Road, not to exceed 3,492 square feet as presented.
Second.
See it? Alright, roll call please.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye. By the way, the menu looks really good.
Thank you. Excited for Medina. Thank you very much.
Alright, now, I don't wanna do this one,
Yeah.
that's all one?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alright, my new favorite people, Clean Express Auto Wash. Now I know why you were lurking in the back parking lot. Alright.
Jared Norton, Morrison Sign Company, on behalf of Clean Express Auto Wash.
Alright, another sign guy, huh? That's-
Sign guy.
Thank you for coming. So, obviously you had a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's some variances requested and obviously a lot of signage that goes along with, car wash, so I'm gonna just try to work my way right through this one. So number A, I would like to make a motion to accept the recommendation of the zoning commission to approve the high-rise sign, it's application A, for Clean Express Auto Wash at 3105 Medina Road, not to exceed 98 square feet as presented.
Second.
Any discussion on this one? Roll call, please.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Alright, or letter B. I would like to make a motion to accept the recommendation of the zoning commission to approve wall signs, application B for Clean Express Auto Wash at 3105 Medina Road. Sign B not to exceed 51.59 square feet and sign E not to exceed 24.64 square feet as presented.
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
Roll call.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Alright. To C. I'd like to make a motion to accept the recommendation of the zoning commission to deny the wall signs, sign C and sign D, application C for Clean Express Auto Wash at 3105 Medina Road as presented, as it does not meet the wall sign requirements under section 605 point,
I-1,
is I, yeah, it's
I-1.
I-1 of Medina Township zoning resolution.
Second.
Any discussion around that? All right, roll call.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Mr. Eastick?
Aye.
On to page 2.
You want to go back up?
This is letter D. I think we got the whole alphabet here. I would like to make a motion to accept the recommendation of the zoning commission to approve a directional signs application D for Clean Express Auto Wash at 3105 Medina Road. The following signs were approved as presented, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, with 5 being reduced to 4 square feet. Number 6, only the exit to vacuum sign, and number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11, only the verbiage retail office car care supplies. Number 13, number 15, and number 20.
Second.
All right, any discussion on that one?
Sid, you wanna read that over?
So basically what it sounds like is they just modified a couple of them for you and passed the other ones.
Yeah.
So I think that was it. All right, roll call please.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Okay, letter E. I would like to make a motion to deny the directional signs application D for Clean Express Auto Wash at 3105 Medina Road as presented. Number 1, number 12, number 16, number 17, number 18, as they do not meet the directional sign requirements in the Medina Township zoning resolution. Any discussion on those?
Just give the zoning commission and people who come for those meetings credit, because this was not a fast or, it was a very, very unique process, but you worked through.
We got it. We got it.
All right, roll call please.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
I was gonna say letter F, but I would just give you a heart attack, wouldn't I?
That would be something extra.
Alright,
That's pretty painless.
that's pretty good. Well, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck with all those signs.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
On to payroll. I'd like to make a motion to approve payroll dated 9/26 of 2025. The total amount is $52,987.26 with total remaining deductions, withholdings, liabilities of $10,733.07, and we'll incorporate these 2 pages as presented.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher? Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
All right, next on the agenda is approval of accounts payable. Oh yeah, you know what, I just wrote over that one. Well, it doesn't really count, 'cause I don't have any, so I don't wanna go over
You don't
it.
want to spend money anyway, do
I
you?
saw that over there. I'm gonna ask Mr. Christopher, do you have any purchase orders or training requests?
Doesn't have any?
I'm skipping him.
That'd be impossible, wouldn't it? Yes, I do have one. Like the township to approve Medina Township purchase order requisition dated 9/25/2025. This is for Department Road and Bridges and the Administration, vendors Lighthouse Solutions. It's for 9 Windows 11 upgrades at $75 a piece for $675. 2 Optiplex Opti 7,000 with 3-year warranties at $1,149 each for a total of $2,298. 2 Dell 24-inch monitors, 3-year warranty, $229 each for a total there of $458, and 2 configuring setup, 3-year warranty, $150 each for total of $300 total for the entire subtotal. The entire bill is for $3,731.
Second that. Discussion on that, I know, are those laptops that we have included on that?
Now, the laptops, yes, that's for the Windows, okay? A Windows 11 upgrade. We held off on this because it was, Windows 11 is in this month, so we held off like as long as we could rather than buying it early and then running out 2 months earlier. We were just trying to stretch.
The only reason I even bring that up is because I know one of the laptops isn't even being used, I know of, and I know ours, we got them back when COVID came. You know, so that's, they're kind of getting, you know, I talked to Brian, those laptops are getting towards the end of their
At the end of their life, but we need the Windows 11 because Microsoft is not supporting 10 anymore. So, you know, we're in that situation.
So you're saying my Windows XP is out of date right now?
Pardon? What's that? Okay.
Alright.
Roll call.
Yeah.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Is that all you have? Any more?
No.
Mr. Eastwood,
One time limit.
any training orders or training requests or purchase orders?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I have one. I'd like to make a motion to approve purchase order requisition dated 9/25/2025, Department of Service. The vendor is Crown Akron, that's KROWM, out of Akron. And the description is rust preventative maintenance. This is for the labor and materials for 5 5-ton dump trucks, 1 1-ton dump truck, 1 3/4-ton utility truck, 1 3/4-ton pickup, 1 5-gallon pail of salt eliminator. And the total of this is $2,219.95. And the account is 2031-330-23-323-0000.
I will second that.
Any discussion?
It's not like your car's come in any contact with salt, right?
Yeah, not at all. Roll call, please.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
That's it.
That's it.
Kind of feel left out. Thanks, Chief.
Hey, Chuck, before you do accounts payable,
Alright.
when you look at the sheet,
Chief.
the accounts payable,
Okay, I got it right here.
you delete your Cargill for $66,327.30.
Alright, I see it.
Just take that off of there if you could.
Alright, so if that check was written but not sent?
Just don't send it yet, just delete it, take it off the total at the bottom.
Alright. There's a little asterisk there.
Is that gonna edit your numbers as reported?
Yeah, we'll have to, and I'll have to remove,
Adjust that.
that check number. Just wait, I wasn't gonna use this today. Alright. So I am taking 174.34.6. And we're gonna minus 66.327.3. So I got 108,019.48. Does that sound about right?
I did not do the math, sorry.
Well, just to be scared, I will do it twice. Alright, that's what we'll go with. Alright. Do we do a roll call? No, thanks. Did we do a roll call? Great. We did his roll call? Okay, so then I'm good for this one. Alright. Alright, approval of accounts payable. I would like to make a motion to approve accounts payable dated 9/13/2025 to 9/26/25 with digital check numbers 49-2025 and physical check numbers 34414 to 3446 minus 34432 for a total amount of $108,019.48, and we'll incorporate this one-page document as presented.
Second.
Discussion. What? So we wrote the check for them, but we're postponing it, or what's going on?
Hold on to it, yeah. Just hit it back on.
Alright, roll call?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Yeah. We're putting extras on there. Alright. Next on our agenda is the resolution for the OPWC grant. So I'll just read this. I would like to make a motion to adopt resolution number 0925-2025-030, authorizing the Medina Township to enter into a cooperative agreement with Brunswick Hills Township to apply for the Ohio Public Works Commission for the H203 Plum Creek Parkway resurfacing project. Under this agreement, Medina Township will contribute 35% of the total project cost from the permissive motor vehicles license tax fund, and Brunswick Hills will contribute 65% of the total project cost from its paving fund, with Medina Township serving as the lead applicant.
Second.
Any discussion? Yeah, we've talked about this one a couple times, so this is, all right, can I get a roll call, please?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
on to department head comments. Denny, what do you got?
I have nothing to this evening, thank you.
Elaine?
Same, nothing.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just like to advise the board, we were awarded the Blue Coats of Medina County Inc. Grant Award for $5,000 for police radio and another AED from Lifeline.
I'm gonna just parlay off of that, because we're gonna discuss this. Since we have, the grant, we just have to make a motion to accept it. So with that, I would like to make a motion to accept the Blue Coats of Medina County Inc., the $5,000 grant, and for Chief Mint to sign the grant award.
Second,
Any other discussion on this? Thank you.
thank you.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
That was your second, right? Alright, we're gonna go on to new business. We're gonna go over public records, for this week. This week we had 6 new, requests, 5 are pending, all request documents have been sent to the requester, however, email was not accepting the attachments, and we are waiting on alternate, delivery instructions, for those. We have, 1, 2, 3, 4 from 5 from Chrissy Moore, asking for minutes, accepting her resignation from January, copies of the written minutes approving the payroll that was previously requested from January and February in her last public request. These would also be motioned, voted on, and signed by trustees. Number 3, for copies of the approvals of those written minutes from January 23rd made by the board of trustees. Number 4 was copies of the approvals of the written minutes made of those payrolls from January and February that she previously requested. These would also be approved by the board of trustees. Heads up. The documents showing the change to your public records, the written documents were voted and or signed change to public records policy to now read public records in the name of the person requesting public records in an open meeting. Please provide the record documents that was voted on by the board of trustees in an open meeting. And then the last one was from T. Bukowski. It was hours worked for Tyler Bukowski, and we filled and we closed down. Just a quick note on number 5. We've been working very diligently trying to catch up on public records. When you do a public records, it is a public record, and we are just letting people know that we are receiving them, and we are working hard on closing them. As you can see, for the last few of these that we've been doing, we have been doing really well on getting these caught up and closed. So I think it's a great part. I think all townships should kind of do this with transparency. And very thankful for you guys working so hard on this. So, there's any other comments from you guys?
Just appreciate the work being done.
All right. So, approval of August 2025 department reports. I'd like to make a motion to approve the June 2025 department reports. The police submitted single-sided 3 pages, zoning double-sided 6 pages, service single-sided 1 page, and fire single-sided 2 pages, for a total of 12 pages.
Second.
Any discussion? Elaine, I think you're winning with 6 pages.
Whoa.
I think we're gonna start a little competition here. I think it was a busy week, or busy month. Roll call, please.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
So our new word here at the township is columbarium discussion. So, Doug, I know you guys have been working hard on this. Can you enlighten?
Well, we'd asked Denny to do some research and find out what some other people were charging for the service of the columbarium. And for those that don't know that, it's a structure in our cemetery on Fen Road. And it holds, how many niches, Denny?
96.
96 niches, and each are capable of holding
48 niches.
48, they can hold up to 92 per each, right? So, it's definitely, we think it's a very positive thing for township to be able to offer. And an example of what some other people do, for that, Montville has, you guys have this information, $950 for a resident, $2,300 for a non-resident. Open and closing costs were $100 and engraving was $200. Copley was significantly less. Sharon's $300 per niche with $100 for opening and closing and on regular hours, $200 for weekends and holidays. Engraving was $100. York was $1,200 per niche with $2,500 for non-residents. 2 cremations, of course, per niche, $150 to open it on Monday to Friday during working hours, and $250 after 2:30 or on holidays and Sundays. And their engraving was $275. So I was wanting to try to bring this to a head. Denny's trying to wrap it up, and I had just a thought, based on what we're reading here, consider $1,000 for a residence niche and $2,000 to $2,500 for a non-resident. Some people don't make them available to non-residents, but I'm kind of empathetic towards people who may have lived here, had family that moved away and would want to bring them back. Just a thought. Maybe $100 to open it during business days and $200 for weekends or holidays. 200 to 250 for engraving, something in that line of work. But I think we're wanting to bring this to a head if we can, and even if it's through the end of 2025, we can revisit it.
I looked at it, and obviously York was on the high side and Sharon was on the low side. What is it like in comparison to like the actual graves? The graves are a lot cheaper though.
$450 per grave, I believe, we charge. And you can put up to 4 cremations in a grave.
But this price will only be for the common burial.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm okay with the price. The engraving, I actually thought,
I gotta tell you on that engraving, I did find out it's $180 for us to get each one engraved.
That's what I was gonna say. When I saw this engraving for $100, I know it's more. So.
Well, that's what they're charging them though, because they've had them so long. But anyhow, $180 is what it's gonna cost us to take something down there, have it engraved. If that, say the wife dies, and then the husband dies later, it's gonna be another $180 on top of that.
Okay.
For that person to.
Plus, we have somebody driving down there on time and stuff like that. So, I mean, I would be more prone to do like $250
For the engraving. Yeah.
Compensate for the time the township has to do it and stuff like that.
What do you think about the resident and non-resident?
I think your suggestion of 1,000 and 2,000 or 2,200 or something for a non-resident makes sense. We don't want to be losing money on any of these things, but we don't have to make a bunch of money either necessarily.
One of the things that I was thinking about, it's beyond just the dollars of the costs and the dollars that we're recouping. There's also the reality that there's 48 the real estate we don't need.
Right.
That this is consolidating, so there's a backside value to it as well.
Right.
And if this was taking up maybe 2 lots, 3 lots, up front there, never buried nobody anyhow in those lots, but that's about the size of it.
Now, is this set up so if it were to be well used, we can preserve some of those to extend it?
Yeah, there's nobody behind it, right behind it, there's nobody there.
I would
I made it to where we can add on the concrete pad, I stopped it at the end of it, so we can tie on right there, coming right around the backside.
I would think we'd want that as a mentality that we
Right.
wanna
That
preserve
was the plan,
spaces.
Yeah.
So we're thinking $1,000,
Yeah.
and then you said 2,200, you said 2,500?
You know, whatever.
In between 2 and 2,500 is where I was
Make
at.
it 2,350.
No, I mean, my bill's at 2,300, so. Just go that route.
Sure.
Other ones don't even offer it, which is, you know.
Right.
Could we expand the cemetery to the property, west of that?
Easy, easy.
Just,
Exactly.
All right, so we got 1,000 for resident, 2,300 for non-resident, and 250 for engraving. What else is there on here? Anything?
Opening and
Opening,
Opening.
closing,
there.
And we said 100 for the weekday and 200 on the weekend.
right.
All right.
That would be during working hours.
Right, that's what you say there.
All right, so I got all the pricing. Kind of have a makeshift resolution just in case we did it, but we will have to plug in all the numbers. Or do we want to write this all up formally with all the numbers and do it that way?
We could do that. I didn't know what you guys thought about filling this out and maybe passing it over to Mike, just to look over one time and then vote on it the next meeting.
Yeah, I'm always hesitant to do a resolution
Right.
until everything's looked at, but I think we have the numbers here.
The numbers are, we just agreed on all the numbers, so we could plug that in and we could submit it to him to look at. And I think that would be,
So just make a motion then to pass these numbers on to the prosecutor's office for their blessing, and then we'll write up a resolution. All right, if that's the case, then I'd like to make a motion for the board to submit these numbers for the in-column burial cost to the prosecutor's office, just for double checking everything, and that's it.
second.
Roll call.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
aye.
Can you also add on to that, Chuck, to have them look at the deed that Janine and I made up?
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just amend my motion to include the deed that we have a draft of in here in this packet. I'll just submit this whole packet.
Second?
Roll call again.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye. We did that just.
Thank you guys for working on that other half as well, so.
And just to add on to that deed, Janine and I was talking, I'd like to send that to like Repo Depot or somebody and have it put on some different kind of paper other than just white. You know, so I might take it out there, get a price on that, see what we can get as far as
Sounds real good.
something.
I know we've been using Kehoe Brothers too for some of that. They do a lot of these 3-part forms and 2-part forms.
Who's that?
Kehoe Brothers, they're one of the companies that we were using, so
Okay.
we can work on that. I definitely like to look at the logos that we've been putting on here too, so I got some other ones here that we can modernize that a little bit. All right. Column burial over.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Next on our agenda is the zoning meeting schedule discussion. Doug?
All right, so this year we had some situations where the timing of the zoning commission and the BZA created some concerns for residents, and been following some of the meetings more recently, and as talking to Elaine about, you know, what can we do to help that, because in essence, they're like, we looked at 2026 and she prepared a potential schedule. And in April and July, because the meetings are set up, I believe, for the third Tuesday is the zoning commission, the third Wednesday is the BZA. When the calendar falls right, the BZA meeting actually happens before the zoning commission, which, that's what caused the problem. So, I recommended the idea of looking at that, to amend the schedule, plan ahead, get it out in time for all the proper advertising to take place, as well as, for the submittals. But in those 2 months, move the BZA meeting to the Wednesday following the zoning commission. I reached out to the chair on the BZA and Kerry Blakemore, and he was in full approval of that. He thought that made a lot of sense, and likewise would have resolved a potential issue that they dealt with this year. Elaine, we think we can do that just by communicating the schedule ahead of time, correct? As far as the deadlines, they
Yes.
were still gonna work?
Yes.
Okay. And it doesn't affect the zoning commission, nothing changes for you?
Yeah. Well, both the zoning commission and the ZBA had their, annual starting meeting the first of the year, and that's when they approve their schedules.
Right.
So if you wanna recommend changes to the ZBA meeting, then it's so close to January, I would wait personally till January and have them make their official, ruling as to what changes will be done to the schedule, because everybody knows what the schedule is for now, we're only 2-3 months away, so.
Right, well, that's what, I was talking to Blake and, Kerry
Kerry.
Blakemore, and he said the same thing.
Yeah.
But I just, so that we don't have a problem with your January meetings, I think something should be in place. Well, we're still good because April's the first time it's an issue, so that
Yeah.
would be fine.
I mean, that could be brought up in the both, well, it's not affecting the zoning board, but the ZBA. And it is confusing sometimes for the members. I know Elaine has to call the meetings beforehand instead of after. I mean, that's happened in the past, so,
Hopefully this will help iron out some of those other
yeah.
things.
But
I
they
think it'll be a
need to
good.
make that motion at their meeting, their, first meeting of the year.
So that-
in talking with Elaine, she said that she felt that people, if we change these things and you had to go to the zoning board of appeals like the next day, that it would be, people wouldn't mind staying over, particularly if they flew in from out of town or they drove in from out of town or something. And so, that was her feeling. She and I talked about it this week.
Well, it's always been that way. We turn it down and they know they have to go to the ZBA, they double file. A lot of townships don't give that option, they make them wait another month, so.
It's just something that we have to be looked at at the beginning of the year to say, this one's gonna fall here and we have to do something.
Well, one of my pet peeves always, even when I was on the zoning board, is we have a zoning book. It's black and white. If it doesn't meet the criteria, we have no choice but to deny it, and we know that it goes to the BZA board. I would love to just bypass going to the zoning board when you know that something is not going to pass anyway. You're wasting their time and the board's time. So if there's something that's not gonna be compliant, automatically we have it so that it just gets railroaded right to the BZA. That would save some time too. I know like certain ones like this car wash, there was some that were and some that weren't. But if it's just like one sign up on the building that's not gonna make compliance, why have 2 meetings, waste double the energy and stuff like that, when you can just do it all in one meeting? So that's one of my ideas.
It's a great idea. Some of the logistics of understanding and navigating through that can be tricky, I think. But I agree with you, I just don't know.
Well, I know
How
Elaine and I, years ago, I talked about this, we do have some funds in there for legal counsel and stuff like that, where it would give her the right, to say, hey, this is non-compliant, we're gonna bypass the zoning board on this article and have it set right up for the BZA.
So in essence, the zoning commission it would just bypass the whole zoning commission and go right to the.
Yeah, cause it's literally, it's a formality, they have no authority, they cannot pass anything that's in the book. So decisions are already made, when it comes to the meeting, all you're doing is wasting time and presenting it. There might be some good, suggestions, to change things or something like that, but those can always happen also in the
I want your prosecutor's take on it, just so we're not doing this.
Oh, no, I'm just,
Yeah.
that's why, again, that's why we actually put money in there to, you know, to go over either private counsel or public counsel with those ideas. Just streamline the meetings, have less people doing less things. It's just easier, and less costly, to be honest with you.
What, I mean, just, cause I know we've talked about this and I heard about this when I first got on, so it's been going on for a very long time. How do we go, what's the next step? I mean, I think
I mean, the next step
your
would be
input would be.
contacting
critical, I
counsel,
think, or-
right?
Well,
or-
if I may enter into this conversation, you're right and you're wrong in the sense that it shouldn't come to the to the zoning commission first before it goes there. Cause many times they come to the zoning commission with this outrageous request. In many cases, and some not too outrageous, but like the car wash, they came in with 5 sheets of approximately 100 or so different signs that they were trying to pass off as directional. And they were almost all advertising. But the point is, a lot of them, they'll come in and the board has been able to talk them into complying versus going to the ZBA. So, I don't think it's a waste. I think it's something that helps sideline some of the things going to the ZBA. A lot of things we're able to convince the applicant that they'd be better off with the sign that they're allowed or whatever it is. So I don't think it's a cold, hard cut that don't come here, go there first, because if the board turns it down, then they gotta come back to us anyway. So just the last couple ones, I've been able, in the board support, to get them to comply to what they should do and not go to the Board of Appeals.
So if they end up double booking, they end up not going to the Board of Appeals, do they still get charged for, and are we still writing up those packets for the board?
Well, I would assume so, because the Board of Appeals, with the change in the higher rise code, they're the only ones left that still have to advertise and send certified mail. So, excuse me, I'm assuming you charge them if they go there regardless, right?
Yeah, cause they filed before yours.
Yeah, so, there's good points pro and con, but I think having them come to the zoning commission first gives the board an opportunity to convince them to stay within the zoning wherever possible. And many times people just want, 500-foot sign on their business. They think the bigger the sign, the more business they're gonna get, which is not necessarily true. It's a better product at a decent price is what'll get them business. So I think the opportunity of the zoning commission to convince them to stay within the laws is worthwhile. And then if they wanna go to the Board of Appeals, they can. So,
Alright, well,
I mean,
yeah,
it's,
valid points, definitely. I'm just trying to streamline things and make it
Yeah.
a little bit easier. Like, in like that DBATS one, we kinda knew that was just gonna be,
well, he had to be here anyway for the other one, so,
yeah, but it's not us.
he didn't care.
Alright, but yeah, thank you for that input. So, where were we at now?
I think it was just a matter of, we're gonna, I guess we don't schedule their meetings, but, the chair or the ZBA will, address that, but I think that we should, if we need to, we don't have to, cause it's not so late, so I think they can handle that at their organization.
They normally do. I mean, the higher rise code gives the zoning commission and the ZBA pretty close authority to generate their own schedules and things, so that it's not having outside pressure and all these good crazy things. But every January, we each have a opening meeting. We go over the rules that we have set up, the dates, the times, and if there's any changes, that is when they're usually done, so.
Alright, thank you guys. Real quick, I do have another one. Chief and I were discussing cybersecurity policies. And we Ohio Revised Code, 9.64, enacted at the House Bill 96. It's been requiring all local governments and jurisdictions to establish cybersecurity policy by September 30th, 2025, and then incorporating it by middle of next year. So they have resolutions talking about that and the implementation of the training and whatnot, and we have a detailed 3-page on it, the purpose, the scope, policy statements, and stuff like that. Since we have to have a policy in place, this is the one that they are recommending for everybody. So if that's the case, I would like to make a motion. I'm going to, this will be resolution 31. Alright, I'd like to move to adopt resolution 09252025-031. It's a resolution adopting the cybersecurity policy.
Second.
Any other discussion on this? Alright. Can I get a roll call, please?
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Alright. So at this time, I would like to open the floor for public comments. I ask that everybody be cordial, keep it to 2 minutes, and I'd like to make that motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Alright, we are open for public comments. In the back.
Mike Stopa, 5198 Silver Maple Lane. Just two things from today's meeting. I know you guys don't comment on public comment, but hopefully maybe in your trustee comment, you can kind of shed some more light. The Car Guild, why we wrote a check for it, now we decided to delete it. Is there a reason why? Second thing is, I've noticed the last 4 months with the LST bill, which is Medina Hospital bill, it seems like 1 month we have something that's under $20,000, the next month it jumps up to $40,000 to $50,000, and then it kind of goes back down again and it jumps back up. I wonder if maybe there's a reason why. I understand calls go up and down, but such big jumps every other month is kind of concerning in regards to how they're billing us. Those are my two comments.
Thank you. Next. Front row.
Ken Ackerman, 5205 Baker Road. I play in the 50 and over Galaxy Softball League here at the fields. And I just wanted to thank Denny and his team for providing us with such great field conditions every time we play. One other thing, if maybe next year we could get first base to be a double base for safety. A lot of the young leagues and some of the colleges are using those now.
Double base.
Yeah, it's double one.
Okay.
one part of it's in foul territory, so that people aren't stepping on ankles, for safety.
Thank you.
We can look into it.
Next,
That's
in the back.
Angela Ventura, Worcester Lane. I'd also like clarification on that Cargill invoice, and the LST invoice. I've noticed that there's been a page missing from that LST invoice that would give a lot more clarification, but it's not been included. I don't know if they stopped including it or if it's just not being turned over for public records requests. Also, I do want to thank Janine. She's wonderful with responding to the emails and records requests. It's awesome. But I mentioned at the last meeting that I had, emailed the fiscal officer after he invited anyone to do so. That was on the day after Labor Day. I believe it was maybe the 2nd of September. I've still not received a response from him. So it's not easy to get requests out of the township like you're making it sound. And I think that's why you're getting so many requests. So again, I just like to see the response that you are giving to Ms. Moore, the records that she requested and the responses to her pleas, because not only was that she overpaid, but you had another employee within the next 2 months after that was overpaid, and I just don't know how that can happen. I mean, your fiscal officer decided to attack me in the minutes for pointing it out, but I don't know that you guys would have ever caught it otherwise. And it's not up to you to gift township funds away. You just can't do that. And okay.
I appreciate that. Anybody else? Make a motion to close public comments.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Eastwood?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Alright, trustee comments. Mr. Eastwood?
I make an effort to help with the Cargill check, and my guess is it's simply they're postponing delivery, or
Yeah, we haven't gotten anything yet, so I don't know why the check was made out.
okay, I don't know where. I think it was a matter of you had a purchase
I
order
had,
made,
that's the amount of the purchase order.
but there wasn't the invoice.
There must have been a mix-up there somewhere.
Yeah, so we just kept it from going out,
Yes.
out of due diligence,
Yes,
so.
and that amount won't be right, when I do order, it won't be the exact dollar amount, so I
Correct.
just delete it, and when I get the salt, that's all.
So I guess that's what that was for.
Alright, got a few things. One real quick on the LST thing, I've also been very harassing them on just some clarity and stuff like that. Chief was at the last meeting for me, and the explanation that they had given was that they have these lump sum payouts with their pay increases, and that's what we're experiencing. And then the other one where it was kind of jacked up is that they had misbilled one of the months and then reallocated it a couple months down. So then we ended up having a low one, a high one, a low one, and a high one, and I got me confused. So I asked for clarity on that, and that's where they realized that they did the percentages wrong for the ones. And then the other one is the lump payout for the payroll increases that they had. Instead of trying to break it up by calls and percentages and stuff like that, it was just a set price for the month. Not that I like it, but it makes sense. Anything you have to add on that one?
Same,
That's basically what they said.
same takeaway I have.
We had our Weymouth Community Day this last weekend. It was a beautiful day. We couldn't ask for better weather. We had a good police presence there, trying to keep the traffic slowed down. It is a fast way. I know some people driving through there weren't real happy with everybody be there, but I like seeing the community out on the roads and doing the interaction and the music and everything. So really happy with the turnout with that one. I know the police department and the health department is going to be hosting another Halloween kickoff party over at the health department. It's going to be from 4 to 6 for the kickoff party, and then trick-or-treating starts at 6 o'clock. So what we try to encourage on that is people show up. We try to educate the kids on being safe at night In the past, we've offered glow-in-the-dark sticks and encouraged some like reflectors and stuff like that, and just common courtesy practices to perform during that. So last year, weather was a little windy and scary, but we ended up having a pretty good turnout, so I'm hoping this year the weather's more like Weymouth days. The other thing is too, I still, I tried calling the auditor, but they closed before I closed. So, but just, again, they have this property listed on the audit at $800,000, and I'm sure that they don't have the back building taken off, so I wanna go through the proper procedures to get a hold of them and have that looked at. That is all I think I have here.
I just wanna say that, I wanna thank all the departments, for everything they do. It's really well run. Most of the people that I hear from are happy with things that they, whether it be road or police or fire or anything. And Elaine's sort of hidden in the back, but they, we get a lot of, we get a lot of things done for businesses and approvals and things like that. So, I just I thank all the departments for everything that they've done.
Okay. See if there's nothing else in front of the board, I would like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Christopher?
Aye.
Mr. Eastick?
Aye.
So the time is now 8:04, I call the meeting.